Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please may we rise up for the national anthem, please. Yes, sound. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You may have your seat. Like I said, to kickstart the opening ceremony, we have the commencement of the summit opening remarks to be delivered by Chief Abiodun Odusanwo, President, Institute for Tourism Professionals and Chairman, Main Organizing Committee of the 2019 Tourism Transport Summit and Expo.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. May I appreciate and recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, representing the Secretary to the Federal Government of Nigeria. Madam, thank you for coming, ma'am. We all appreciate the time that we're in the country. All ministers and senior government officials, they are very busy. We sincerely appreciate the time accorded to this summit by all present. There we have the DGs from parastatals, international organizations, but because of the presence of the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, I just go straight to do my own speech, to do the welcoming, to give a brief about the genesis of this particular event. This event actually came about by the decision of National Council made in Sokoto in 2017, which mandated that the tourism sector should collaborate with the transport sector to collectively promote and boost tourism. We had the first summit last year here in May of 2018. This is the second edition of the summit, and I'm sure everybody involved will try and ensure that we contribute as soon as possible. The idea of the summit is to bridge the connectivity between tourism and transport. The idea of the summit is to ensure policy changes and policies and such that will ensure that those of us in tourism operating in silos, that we are in tourism, and those in the transport, either civil aviation sector, maritime sector, the railways, or the mass transportation operating as if they are in silos, we can now begin to work together in sort of a synergistic way to bridge the ensure that we collectively move the industry forward. Because without transportation, there's no mobility. Without tourism, there's no transport. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, we appreciate and thank you all for coming. I now invite the next speaker to please take this sign. I thank you very much. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think we can do much more better than that. Please. That's the President of ITP and Chairman Organizing Committee of this program, please. Next is the welcome address. I'm told that the representative of the Honorable Minister is here, and the person of the Secretary of Transportation of FCT, Comrade Okpaifa. Am I right?
The Minister for Aviation is represented by the Chief of Staff, who will just give us a few words on behalf of the Honorable Minister for Aviation.
Honorable Minister, Women Affairs, distinguished guests and panelists. First of all, I'm here on behalf of the Honorable Minister of State for Aviation, Senator Hadi Abubakar Surika, who could not make it even though he had made serious attempt to be here. He got back from China last night in Lagos and got in in the middle of the night so as to come to this program, but unfortunately, something came up and he had to go, and so he sent me to come here on his behalf. Well, the brief what I'm going to say is just going to be very, very brief. I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. But when we look at the theme of this particular conference, we know that it could not have come at a better time than now. On the 26th of March, just last year, the first ICAO, that is International Civil Aviation Organization, and United Nations World Tourism Organization had the first ministerial conference ever in Cape Verde on the 26th of March. It is from there you know that this particular program is at a very, very good time because the whole world is now recognizing the interdependency between tourism and transportation, especially aviation, because for movement, aviation moves faster than any other means of transport known to man.